Fort Leavenworth and the town of Leavenworth are important parts of my military career in my life. I first came here as a young major. I was on my way to go back to Vietnam for the second time. Lived in Stoneleigh Court, for those of you who might remember or know where Stoneleigh Court is, a little garden apartment. But Alma and I fell in love with this post. We fell in love with the town. And then I came back as a brigadier general some years later in the early 80s. And it was at that point I fell even more in love with the post, but I noticed that there seemed to be something missing. We had statues that paid tribute to men who had served gallantly. We have the Memorial Chapel with all of the wonderful plaques inside the Memorial Chapel. But where was the history of the Buffalo Soldiers, the 10th Cavalry, and other black units that came through here that played such an important role in the history of this part of Kansas and throughout the Southwest and as well as into the Northwest? And so I started a project at that time to put up a statue to those brave troopers, and I had a specific idea with the statue. I wanted that black trooper to be in a uniform just like the white troopers. I wanted him to have U.S. on his collar just like the white troopers, buttons on his blouse just like the white troopers, a rifle, a horse, a cavalry hat. Because if black troopers could demonstrate to their fellow citizens throughout the country that they were the equal to white troopers, then how could we be denied our rights in this country? And that's why this was so important to me. And without sacrifices of men like them at that time and others who came along, I wouldn't have been able to rise in the Army to become chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And so this is an important part of not black history, but American history. Fort Leavenworth has been wonderful with respect to the building of the Buffalo Soldier Monument, headed by Commander Colin Powell, who for 25 years has been involved in this project. And I'm pleased to be back today on the Circle of First to have a bust in my honor placed there. It's a great honor, but that bust is in the shadow of that trooper. And I'll never forget that, and I'll never forget what I owe him and so many others like him.